How's it going, everybody? Today we're going to be reviewing the Milwaukee M-Spector Flex Inspection camera cable with Pivotview kit. Number is 2317-21. This is a very expensive piece of equipment or tool, whatever you want to call it. And I've owned it for I think just over 2 years, maybe a year and a half, and have not used it nowhere near as much as I thought I was going to. So with that being said, we'll go and jump into the specs and go from there. Specs go. The price is $879. The weight is 1.9 pounds. Overall length with the camera cable and tool and everything is 4 foot. Width is the screen, which is the widest part, is 4 inches. This kit came with 2 CP 1.5 batteries, battery charger, tool case. First, get this kit. This is everything that you get, other than I'm missing one battery. I'm not missing. I have it on a different tool right now. But you get your little cable right there, which I've never used. Your charger. Your screen or main tool, and then your camera cable. So as far as this goes, the startup time is a decent while. And there's the startup time. So on here you have a bunch of different little buttons. You got your zoom, which I'll show you all this once I actually get it hooked up. And right back here, this little knob is for your flashlight brightness. That is to take pictures. Then, like I said, you got your on-off settings. And you have your gallery, which this holds some photos, even without the SD card in there. I'm actually glad this has these saved on here so I can kind of show you guys what the quality is. So I think that's a 4-inch line I was looking in. Right there. So there's that. We'll go into more of the camera quality here after a bit. So other than that, that's it for inside, and then you just have your operator's manuals. That I don't think anybody actually reads. At least I know I don't. Okay, so you have that, and then you have your cable, which is, I want to say it's, I don't remember off the top of my head. I'll have to measure that. So here's your actual knob. I don't know if you can see it way back there. The head spinning, which is neat, but I will say my biggest issue I've always had with it is once you have it in the line, it never wants to turn the way you want it to turn. Even if you try to manipulate it, it just, once it gets in that line, it makes it almost impossible, especially if you have like a sharp 90-degree bend to make. So to attach this, it's simply put it on there. You got little buttons on the side right here. Click them, push them on there. Give a few little wiggles, make sure it's actually engaged. And then if I can get out of this. There we go. You guys can see my messy garage now. So as far as actual bending goes, it bends pretty good. But like, for instance, right now, if you had this in the bottom of a pipe and you try to bend it, it won't go. It'll go that way, but it won't go up unless you actually hold it, and then it will. But if you're in a line, it's going to be almost impossible to try to hold this thing up to get it to make that bend. They do have an attachment for this to where you can make it a 9 foot. I think it's 9 foot. So you can make it longer, which I wish I would have got. But like I said, I've not used this really enough to justify it. So right now, your flashlight's off. She'll focus. That's how bright it will go. Like I said, that's all controlled from your knob right here. And I apologize for the camera angles. It's my first time making a video like this, so my angles are a little not great. So with that being said, if you just pull the trigger like that, it'll take the picture and you can save it or cancel it. And one nifty thing about this is your screen can pop off. I might be having a dead battery. So we'll get that changed real quick and see if that's the issue. Even there we go. Yep, decided dead battery. Alright, so if the battery's dead, you'll get a fuzzy screen and everything else. So even with it disconnected, I think they say you can go up to 5 foot, 15 feet away. But here I am 2 feet away from it. And it's grainy. Has a bunch of lines running through it. And the screen itself, it still has half a battery. So you would think it'd be better than what it is. So yeah, that's that. I'm not a huge fan of taking the screen off because of that, even when I'm, see now it goes away when I'm right beside it, but if I go, just for clarification, that far away and the screen's already making a bunch of lines in it. So I will say for $800 I would expect better results. And this all still works the exact same with it detached. You can take pictures with it from just the screen if you don't want to use the trigger on the tool itself. So that being said, we'll go and stick it in a line and show you guys the quality of it once it's in a line. It's just something I kind of cobbled together to just show you guys what the camera actually looks like in line. It's 1.5 inches to a T, to another 1.5 inches to an 1.5 to 2 inch, and the rest is 2 inch. So I'm going to try to do this to where it, oh, take that camera. So that's with no camera, no light. So that's where we're at with the... So case in point, like right there, I'm trying to make the bend, and it just, you have no idea where you're at, what you're looking at. And that part of it gets very aggravating. So you can see right there, you can actually see the flashlight in the line. But no matter what I do, no matter what, I try to spin this, it will not make the bend, which is very aggravating. So then this is the... So I mean, if you don't have to make any bends, this thing is phenomenal. It's great. But the second you have to make any bend at all, it's a pain in the butt. So my opinion when it comes to the Milwaukee inspection camera, at $879, to me this is just not worth it. Could also be just because I bought it and I've used it just a handful of times. And like I said, my biggest pet peeve with it is anytime you try to make a bend, it's almost impossible. The head won't spin, won't turn the way you want it to turn. It's a nightmare and it's a fight through and through. If you have a straight shot and you just want to see what's in there, absolutely perfect for it. But the price tag is insanely high to me. I've not used others, so I can't really speak to if this one's better than the rest of them or vice versa. But I know you can buy quite a few different ones for a lot less than $879. So that's my opinion on it. If you guys have anything you want to see me do with this more, let me know in the comments. If there's anything I can improve on, also let me know in the comments, because I cannot improve. I don't know what I need to improve on. With that being said, thank you for watching. Have a great day.